Thanks so much for joining us. And Anissa, it is yours. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. This is the MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest. When we're in person, we're in Seattle, Portland, Salem, and Eugene, up here in the Northwest US. And we've been online for 2 years, and we've been having about 4 or 5 online events every month now during this 2020 interesting year. We've got 15 practitioners here today, all have different modalities. We'll be sharing about who we are in just a moment. And then we have a series of talks for the next 4 hours. We'll be here with you. So we'll introduce ourselves, answer your questions. So we'll have an intuitive panel where we answer your questions, audience. And then the practitioners will be in breakout rooms, and you'll be able to move from room to room as you wish throughout the entire time. Going to different talks, chatting with practitioners about their work, learning about pricing. We're offering our work at special pricing today, either to do sessions with us today or to sign up to do them with us later. Let's see, I'm gonna get some more information going in the chat for you in just a moment about all that's happening. So you see the sequence of everything. I think if you're not familiar with Zoom, a lot of us are familiar with Zoom by now. Zoom has been updating things, and we're gonna do our breakout rooms in a new way today. We did it this way last time and it went great. You're able to move from room to room by yourself if you've updated Zoom. So if you have one of the more recent updates, and they keep updating it like every few days now, you'll be able to move room to room, or we'll do it like before, where later on in the fair, you'll just let us know where you want to go and we'll move you from room to room. The practitioners have a whole set of rooms that are available to the public, and there'll be a set of rooms that are private rooms, and they're clearly labeled private session rooms, so you'll know not to go in there. We also will have the schedule posted in one of the rooms, so if you want at any point, you can go to that schedule room and just look at the schedule of who the practitioners are and what talks they're giving and when the talks are happening. And you also at any time can go to jointhefair.com, and on that webpage, if you just scroll down a little bit from the button, you'll see the flyer with all the practitioners, and you'll also see the current schedule of talks. All right, I'm gonna grab some things and start posting in the chat, and maybe we can go through and start having the practitioners introduce themselves. And let's see, I'll list off who's going to go first. Maybe say anything else about Zoom. I think we're all good. Maybe we'll say some things about admin about Zoom in a bit. All right, so let's see, Amanda M. I'm trying to say everyone's here, yeah. So Amanda M will go first, and then Amanda R. Is Amanda R here? I haven't seen her yet. So maybe
yet. She's coming though.
Okay, not quite yet. Amanda M, and then Amber here too. A couple of us are not here yet. All right, well, let's see. So we'll have Amanda M, and then Donna, and then Galactic Ashley will do introductions. And go ahead and take a minute and share who you are and what you're up to and what you're sharing today, and if you want, what your talks are.
My name is Amanda, and I'm with Sacred Chakras. I do primarily Reiki healings with intuitive readings of each chakra, and I'll also do a single card pull at the end of the reading just to kind of wrap things up. I also do guided meditations through Sacred Chakras and Kambo ceremonies. So definitely come by and see me.
That's great. Maybe did you want to say a tiny little bit more about, like, do people come to talk to you about all kinds of topics? Are there specific kinds of things that you specialize in, or?
Not particularly. Usually at the end, I'll take specific questions and see what I pick up on first, and then kind of go from there, see what specific questions people have. And those definitely vary drastically from person to person. Some people careers, some people relationships.
Okay,
It's
great.
all very interesting.
Great, thank you.
Going into different aspects.
All right, so then we've got Donna, then Galactic Ashley, and then Dr. Jem.
Hi, my name's Donna Sauer. I have a PhD in biology. I taught medical sciences for 30 years at university. I also follow Lakota healing traditions, and I'm a Reiki master. I offer energy healing for animals and balancing, and also I do communication both with animals in the physical and those that have crossed over. If you would like a reading with me outside of the fair, the cost is $40. You can set up a time and a date with me for that. Tonight, I'm going to be giving a talk at 7 o'clock on mediumship and with your pets and what that means and how it can be done. And we'll be doing some demonstrations of that. I'm also offering mini readings in my breakout room. Donations are welcome at my PayPal account, which I'll post on the chat. Hope to see you and hope to see your pets in the pictures. Thanks. Here's somebody.
Great, and we've got a dog that's sharing with us right now.
Not mine.
I know. I think it's Amanda's. We're getting everyone muted. Let's see. So we've got Galactic Ashley, and then Dr. Jem, and then Jenna.
But it's appropriate that the dog would be barking because we're so excited about Dr. Donna because she's amazing. So they just want to get their voice in. So hi, I'm Galactic Ashley, and I channel divine guidance for starseeds, connecting them to their star families and galactic lineages. And I use light language frequencies and work with your cosmic connections to facilitate high frequency healing transmissions and encoded activations. You can come into my room tonight to talk about the Galactic Guided Intensive called Sovereignty and the Sacred Art of Channeling, which I'm closing registration probably tomorrow afternoon. So tonight would be the last night to join us, and it's a 9-week program. I also have 2 talks, one at 5:15, where I will be doing a channeling and light language and healing transmission, where there will be an Arcturian healing and microbe rebalancing within the body, as well as guidance about the current energies. Also, Shaman Wyatt Larson from the Wildwood Hollow and I will be doing a Crystal Skull Ascension talk at 7 p.m. And I will also be offering a 10% off a coupon code for my Galactic Guided Intensive. And so I'm really happy to be here. I also work with the Dragon Consciousness beings, and that's why my golden dragon's here. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Galactic Ashley. All right, we've got Dr. Jem, and then Jenna, and then I'll introduce myself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Jem. I'm an intuitive microbiologist, which means I channel messages from the tiniest of animal guides. I'm going to share my screen now. Let's see if we can do that.
You should be all set for it to work. I think
I'm
you're
all set. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so the reason I'm sharing my screen is so you can have a look at the 44 oracle cards that I created with my original artwork. Each of these cards shows a microbe that has special gifts. Some clean up oil spills, some keep coral reefs healthy, and every single one of these microbes in my deck has a way to endure environmental stressors. And we are all going through similar things in our lives right now. So they have wonderful, potent messages. I am offering free Who's Your Microbe reading today. That's a 1-card reading. You can get it here at the fair if you book it here. And also 20 to 50% discounts with a code. I'm also giving a talk at 6 p.m. called Microbe Whispering for Endurance and Joy. So come to the break room at 6 or even before, and we'll chat about microbe whispering. And I look forward to reading for you. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Dr. Jem. All right, we've got Jenna, and then myself, and then Shaynor.
Hi there, my name is Jenna Lynn Roberts. I'm with Present Path Tarot, and I offer empathic tarot readings. I aim to help inspire you and empower you on your best possible path forward from where you're at today. And I read for individuals, couples, and events. I also teach classes and tutor in the art of reading tarot. And I've been reading since I was 15 years old and professionally for over 13 years. I love this art form, and I hope that you'll schedule with me via my website that I'll share, and maybe join me for some of my chats today at 5:45. I'm doing a reading about just a November reading for everyone. And then at 6:45, I'm doing a reading about how when you read for yourself, how to handle those moments when you get kind of freaked out. So hope you'll join me for those and look forward to spending time with you today.
That's great. Thanks so much, Jenna. I'll share, and then we've got Shaynor and then Shelley, and a few more practitioners have come in too. So we're going to rotate back and get everyone. All right. So I'm Lorelei Shmayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader. Let me actually go ahead and put it on gallery. You can see everyone. So I'm an intuitive eye reader, and I think that we all read eyes all the time. You can see this when you see someone with dark sunglasses and you don't see their eyes. There's so much that's missing. It can be very frustrating. And as soon as you see their eyes, there's so much that's there. So we have the phrase, eyes are a window to the soul, for a reason. We're able to see each other's souls in each other. I articulate what I see as a set of archetypes that I call thrive types, archetypes for thriving. So I translate your soul and I answer your questions about life purpose, career path, relationships you're in if you show me photos of other people. I use this for matchmaking and conscious online dating. It's so easy to find a really great partner when you share who you really are authentically, when you share your soul and your consciousness. And then you screen for eyes of people that have similar souls to you, your soulmates. I use this work for hiring as well, all kinds of things. I'm probably going to be helping rent admin a lot today. So I'll be doing some samples in the main room. And then my work is at a discount right now. I'll be raising my rates on November 15. So if you sign up for being here at the fair today, you get me at my lowest price. It's $1 a minute for 60 an hour. All right, thank you. Let's see, who's next? So we've got Shaynur, then Shelly, and then Susan. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Shaynur, and I'm a master hypnotist. I do nutritional consulting, and I also do Akashic record readings. And for the fair today, I'm offering Akashic record readings. I'm giving a talk at 5:30 on how Akashic record readings can bring you hope and vision for a better tomorrow. And I find Akashic record readings are really calm, and they help you look at your soul and see if you're on your soul path. So I look forward to seeing you all and telling you more about how it works. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Shaynur. All right, we've got Shelly, then Susan, then Tiffany. Take a minute each.
Shelly, you're muted. Shelly, you're muted.
Hi, I'm Psychic Shelley Hopper, and I have been a tarot reader, clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, aura reader, and past life reader for 30 years. And my decades of experience and keen insight give me a high level of accuracy, and I'm highly intuitive, and I can read the psychic energy around you to hone in on your relationship, career, and financial issues. And I consider myself to be a spiritualist. As a medium, I consider myself to be a spiritualist and an instrument for spirit to speak through me. And I will be doing a lecture at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on Meet Your Spirit Guides.
Thanks so much, Shelly. All right. So let's see, we've got then Susan and Tiffany and Wyatt.
I'm Susan with Inspired Life Essential Wellness. I am an intuitive reader, a Reiki master, and also a sound healing practitioner. And tonight I'll be offering a full moon cleansing rituals. We just had our full moon last night, and also a sound bath, and that will be at 6:15 tonight. So I look forward to meeting everybody. Enjoy the fair.
Great. I want to say too, I so enjoy your background. Do you want to say anything about your background and your inspiration of your background?
Well, the wood is our petitions, and it's antique. They're from, I don't remember honestly the story behind them. I found somebody that was moving on Craigslist and needed to get rid of them, so their loss is my gain. And then my daughter actually gave me the picture behind me, so that's that. Yeah,
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing them with us. All right. So we've got Tiffany and then Wyatt. And then let's see, then we'll probably do Amanda Root, so you know what's coming. So Tiffany, Wyatt, and then Amanda Root.
Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany. I'm an intuitive life coach and also a level 2 Reiki practitioner. And I also just started a online eco boutique. I have biodegradable masks and some smudge sticks with stones. This one has a rose quartz and also Palo Santos. Today I will be having a talk at 6:30 on how to not take things personally. And I'm also offering 30% off my coaching services. So it will be $30 for 30 minutes or $60 for 60 minutes. And I look forward to talking with you.
I knew you had biodegradable masks and I hadn't seen them yet. They're beautiful. Could you hold that one up again?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I have a couple different colors. They're all unique. This is a blue one. This is more pink.
Oh, these are great.
And a purple one.
Wow. All right. So we're definitely going to want the information on ordering those. I want some. Thank you, Tiffany. It's so great to have new practitioners too. We get to find out as we all evolve and change and new people that are bringing new things in. All right, let's see. Oh, some people are starting to mention that they want to answer, they want to ask a question of the intuitive panel. If you'd like to ask a question, just let us know in the chat. We prioritize people who have not asked questions before. They'll get your question in. Let's see. So we've got Wyatt, and then we'll have Amanda Root, and then I think probably Alethea, and see who else is here. Wyatt.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Wyatt with the Wildwood Hollow. I'm a shamanism practitioner and spiritual life coach. I combine the ancient practices of shamanism with the modern practices of life coaching to be able to help you move forward in your healing, whether it's just beginning it or continuing your path. Within shamanism, I have a lot of other techniques that I use, including extraction, compassionate depossession, soul retrieval, power retrieval, soul remembering, and a lot more. I do work very heavily with, and you'll see it tonight on the panel, I work very heavily with the wind as a spirit guide. Definitely one of my favorite guides, I suppose. I am also working very heavily with snake medicine as well. Tonight, I will be offering 20% off of my shamanic healing sessions and packages, so keep out. I will be putting that code in the chat, so be on the lookout for that. My talks tonight I'll be doing is Talks with the Shaman, and I will specifically be talking about connecting to and honoring the ancestors and transitioned loved ones. This will also include a guided journey, so you can talk to them yourself and get some information back. It's just a quick little 10-minute thing, so you come on over. And then also with Galactic Ashley, I'll be doing the Ascension Talks with the Crystal Skull Council and introducing to you Otin and Advisor and to talk. So come on by, and I can't wait to talk to all of you.
Thanks so much, Wyatt. All right, I think we've got Amanda Root next, and then Alethea. Amanda.
Okay, so who thinks it's really funny that the night I decide to go by Coyote Intuitive, I come late for the first time ever? I am always early. Anyway, and also not only that, I thought we all agreed to dress up again, and I'm dressing up and nobody else is. Thank you, Galactic Ashley. I was putting on the eye makeup and no joke, I was like, oh my God, not again. Anyway, but I'm happy to be wearing it, and I do think it's really funny and ironic at the same time, and I'm in a shadow. I now call myself a Coyote Intuitive. I am a rune caster and I do intuitive art. So I spend time during the reading drawing and figuring out what's going on visually, and then I look at the visual thing and I read it to you. And I also can sell the art. And that's what I'm doing now.
So great. So I don't know if you have any.
A black crow waving at me, so I'm not the only one.
You're not. Oh, sweet. Do you happen to have any of your artwork from the previous events handy where you can show people a process?
Anissa just held something up.
Oh, okay. We got to find Anissa. Okay, hold on. Anissa, we got to pin you. Where are you? Oh, wait. Okay, let's pin. Well, a spotlight for everybody. Hold on. Where'd you go? Oh, right. Well, this is a very itty bitty sample. They get very colorful, lots of things together. Thanks for showing us that sample.
You want me to get it? Well, that's a very.
If you grab one, the next few people, we'll have you hold it up.
Okay, I'll go look for one. I'll
so
be
then
back.
we've got.
Show the one that you just did for me, even if it's not done, because that's what you're selling anyway, and it's super awesome. And they're Coyote Intuitive power symbols. I'm just helping.
We're all supporting each other, involving our work.
It takes a village. Okay, wait. This is the beginning. It's not. It's like the first steps. Can you see it?
Yeah.
This is great. Very exciting.
Thank you.
All right. So then we got Alethea and then Amber Kelly. Alethea.
Good evening. I literally just walked in the door. I'm up on Whidbey Island in Washington State at my sister's house having a little R&R and setting my stuff up just in time. I am a spiritual counselor, family constellation facilitator. I do also work with ancestors and talking about our authentic self and our conditioned self. And I love to join with people who are not shy about being in their authentic self. So thank you, everyone. I have also a lot of who has that flavor. My big curious question to you is do you know about your authentic self? Do you know about your conditioned self and how they interact and how they sort of dance together? And I want to know more and help you basically to befriend your conditioned self and not be shy of expressing your authentic self and do what you've come to do in this incarnation at this time of the coyote, especially right now. And I do have also 20% off of my sessions, and I have a talk at 5:45, I believe. Isn't that correct? Something like that. I have to set all my clocks differently now.
That's right. Everything changed.
It did.
I'll
Yep,
post
that's
the
coyote
talks.
again.
I'll post the talks in the chat again so we can all see when they are.
Okay.
And they're
Thank you.
They're also
Thank
at
you for
jointhefair.com,
having me.
everyone, so you can, oops, I have too many at once. Let me shrink the list. All right, and I believe we've got Amber Kelly. Amber, are you all set? We can't hear you yet. Are you muted? I heard a rumor you are here. Let's go look. Where are you? Anissa, do you see Amber?
Not anymore. She was here.
Okay, so maybe Amber is having some technical trouble. So Amber is a medium. So she does mediumship guides and healing. And she's also giving a talk. I think she's giving Find Your Spirit Guide or Life Path Number. And that's going to be at 6:15 p.m. I think that's just, yeah, that's her one talk tonight. All right, hopefully she makes it back in. We'll reach out and see if we can give her some tech assistance. All right, everyone, I think we're at the point of doing the intuitive panel. So for the next half hour, we're going to be answering questions from the audience. We'll have several practitioners jump in and share answers. Keep in mind that we prioritize people who've not asked questions of the intuitive panel before, than people that haven't asked for quite a while. So we'll go through who submitted questions. Thank you so much for submitting them. And please, anyone else, go ahead and throw your hat in the ring, sort of, so to speak. And we are recording, so this will be up on the web. So keep in mind that others will be hearing your question and your answer, and if you put your face on the screen, etc. If you want to ask us questions in private, come to our breakout rooms and do sessions with us. Oh, and Amber's coming right back in, so I'm going to have her introduce herself in just a moment before we start. But so we'll probably have several practitioners answer, so you'll get like 4 or 5 perspectives on your question. There'll be quick answers. It's just so great as an opportunity to open to your intuition too. Because when you hear a question asked, you may have something come through for you, and you'll get a chance to hear how does that correlate with the way those of us that are professional practitioners are answering people's questions. Let me see if Amber's ready, and then if Amber's all set to do an intro, we'll do that first before we keep going on the... Amber, are you set to do a quick intro, like 1 minute? I know you just jumped back in. Amber, can you hear us? Where is Amber? I know Amber's here. All right, well, we may let Amber introduce herself in between some questions. All right, and so a few things before we start the panel. So when you ask a question, you ask about a particular topic, and it's great if you ask a personal question. It's just lovely for us to be able to share something with you, and it gives us great ways to kind of hook into your energy and as you let us. And then we may, though, go deeper than you intend for us to go in this format. Please let us know. Unmute and tell us, wave your hands, put something in the chat. We want to honor you. We may start sharing about different topics in your life or work or relationships, and not what you initially asked about. We may find it physical, who knows? And anything that we do that you don't want us to be sharing here, please let us know. And then please let the attention stay up on the intuitive panel when we're answering questions. Yeah, so the practitioners we're all as a community participating in this event, and the practitioners, we have P in front of our name so you can find us. So if something comes through for you, I encourage you to maybe write it down. And if you want to, when the person has done where they've received everything from us, if you want, you can chat them by private and ask if they'd like to hear what came through for you. And please honor whatever they share. It may be that they're full and they just don't want anything else right now. And let's see, also, I encourage you to listen openly and to learn from all that is asked and all that is shared. So the panel is of service to everyone in addition to those who ask questions. And I see more questions are coming in, and I'm very excited about that. And my team we're all actively trying to do with tech problems and set up the breakout rooms and all kinds of things. So let's see. So I'm going to list off who we have questions from, and then we want to find who's not asked questions before and we want to answer questions from you. So we've got Kimberly P. We know you've come to events before. We're not sure when you asked a question. And we have Kristen and Diane. And Diane, I know you've been here before. And Pamela might be the one who's been here before. And Alexa Love. And I didn't recognize you when I saw earlier, so you might be new. And then Betsy T also might be new. And gosh, we've got so many coming in. This is so exciting. All right, some of them are coming into me, so I'm putting more up here. So let's see, gosh, how are we going to do this? Well, let's start with someone that I think is new. So Alexa Love, I think you've not asked a question of the panel before, right?
Right.
All right. Are you, I'm going to put speaker view. Okay, great. We can see you. Go ahead. What is your question?
I had a question about love.
Do you have a specific question? Do you want to say?
Yes. Like if I'll find like healthy or not toxic love or self-love.
Okay, great. And practitioners, go ahead and raise your hand. We should make Dr. Jem not a co-host if she's a co-host right now. So she can raise her hand. So practitioners, raise your hand if you want to answer. And I'll give a quick answer while practitioners are raising their hand. So part of what I see in your eyes, you have one of the talents that I call priest priestess. It's about inspiration, vision, passion, motivation. It's emotional, so big waves of emotions. And in particular, you have this talent second. So while you see not only what's here, you see what's good, and you want to inspire and motivate people to stretch and reach for what's good. When it's second, a lot of it goes focused in on yourself.
Yeah.
You have a tendency to be harder on yourself and hold yourself up to a higher standard than others. And so I love that you asked about self-love, because self-love and self-appreciation and encouraging yourself and seeing the positive side for yourself as much as you do for others is a big part of your growth, right? It's a big opportunity that you to grow. So the more that you love you and honor you, of course, there are going to be people that show up in your life that love and honor you also.
Thank you.
All right. And I know we've got Wyatt in line. So Wyatt, go ahead, grab it.
All right, Alexa. Hi.
Hi.
So like I said, maybe a little bit earlier, I work with the wind. So I was called to pull a wind for you.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you have come in the past, but for those of you that don't know how this works, I ask you a cardinal direction, and I would like you to respond. First one that comes to your mind: north, south, east, or west?
North.
North? Awesome. So north is the direction of spirituality. It is cold, it's direct, it is bone chilling. It's kind of hard to fall asleep when you have woken up in the north. So, especially in the cold. The wind that I drew for you is Ilmirinen, who is the Finnish wind, the inventor. And it's very interesting because it's forge ahead for anything is possible. So in the north with Ilmirinen, I'm just going to read a little bit for you.
Okay.
The cold northerly winds lured Ilmirinen to dismal swamps of Lapland. In order to fulfill his dream, he left the comfort of his home to face death-defying challenges, including 2 journeys into the underworld. These can be as symbolic. Ask your inner shaman to help you discover your origins and reclaim your soul, as well as the soul of your community. Wow, so I'm getting really into that. So there is something within you that is wanting to come out, that you are wanting to find within yourself, and it's very important for you to go deeper within before you start looking for love external.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you go ahead and you start exploring the cold, bitter winds of this spirituality in which you are currently in. So that might, which you're here, so you're exploring it. So thank you for coming on by. And then I'll blow in the wind for you a little bit later, but it's a very powerful wind and we can get deeper into it. But there's something within you that wants to be let out, and that's what I'm getting.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Amanda Root in line also. Amanda?
Yeah, I better go now or else I'll keep drawing and then I'll have to figure out what of the 5 million things I'm going to say. Okay. Okay, the first thing that I'm seeing is the energy going from, wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Going from awakening energy and stopping right after the energy of Odin, which has to do with communicating. So basically, I feel like energy is moving, and then you stopped at the point where you have to figure out what to do like right now, because Raido is the energy of the journey and what to do in this exact moment. So I feel like you were going along, and now you're kind of like, uh-oh, wait, now what do I do? Having to do with relationships and sacral chakra with relationships, having to do with Wunjo, which is joy and love. So do what you love to feel like you're in the place of love. Be with animals that you love, be with people that you love so that you feel that love energy.
Mm-hmm.
And yellow, empowerment linked with the mystic and with chaos. So sometimes when you feel like things are really chaotic, it can almost be over. I can relate because this is totally me. Wait a minute, we're like in this. So when you see like everything that's going on and you have that mystical quality about you, it can be super overwhelming. And then you can kind of start feeling like, wait a minute, I don't know what's going on, but you do know what's going on. You just see way more than regular people. And you have to just be like, okay, what is the next thing I need to do today? Do something that
it's overwhelming.
Yeah. And just pick one, or no, just pick like one thing and don't like worry about the 5 million other things, right? Just pick the one thing. And then the next thing I see is right between the void and protection. I see that you're probably pretty comfortable in the meditative space, but you might forget to protect yourself when you're with other people.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And well, I think right now you are at the transition from Sowilo to Tiwaz, which would be everything's going to start becoming clear and you're going to become more of like a warrior and like a spiritual, like you're on your mission to becoming who you're going to be. And you're right at that cusp of going into the next. So good things are coming ahead. It's exciting.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Great. Any other practitioners want to share with Alexa Love? All right, great. Yeah, we may, oh, Susan, come on, Susan, jump in.
So I pulled 3 cards from the Sovereign Oracle deck. And the first one that came out was openness. Relax your striving and invite gentle curiosity. Be willing to see a new perspective and don't overplan. Leave room for magic and time to breathe. So you've set your sight, you want to welcome in love that's healing, that's complete, that's not toxic. And so allow, just, rather than gripping on, allow. And then ironically, the next card was actually obsession. So openness and then obsession. Notice what pulls you forward with great intensity. Evaluate your priorities before charging in with full force. Check in with unconscious passion. Does it support you? So, just being in that allowing and letting go and trusting. And the next card was actually trust. So ask your guides, ask your guides, act faithfully on your messages, call forth the best in others through attitude, energy, and expectations. Know that you are supported. So good things are coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope that's helpful. I hope that resonated.
It is. Thank you so much.
Good.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Susan. All right. All right, great. I think we'll go on to another question, and I'm putting in the chat right now. I don't have all the names in here yet. We know some of the questions that are from new people. Yes?
Shelly's been trying to raise her hand.
Oh, okay, Shelly, go ahead. Raise your hand. Go ahead and answer with Alexa.
Doesn't know how.
Yeah, so we need to teach you how to raise your hand with the software. Go ahead.
All right, what was the question?
About love, like self-love, and if I'll find love or that's healthy and not toxic, or find self-love.
Let me post some cards, 2 cards for you.
Thank you.
You are going to be finding a relationship probably around the month of February or April. You'll meet people, you'll be dating and meeting people before that, but somebody that comes up around the month of February or April, you know, I'm picking up going into, that'll be winter, and then April would be spring.
Yeah.
That there would be a relationship, you know, coming up for you at that time. Someone around that's maybe about 2 or 3 years older than you, with dark hair or dark eyes. And I feel that he's either an artist or a musician, you know, that he's in the entertainment field.
Okay.
So it's someone, so I feel you would be meeting him like at an entertainment event, like an art or music event. I feel he's a water sign. He's like a Cancer or Pisces. What sign are you?
I'm a Sagittarius.
All right. You get along with him, even though Cancer.
I'm a Scorpio moon and Libra rising, though.
Okay, that would make you compatible with him, your Scorpio moon, because I felt that it was going to be a water sign man. So I feel that you're very outgoing, and you're a go-getter, and he may be, he's very creative, and he's more introverted, more mellow, I meant to say. Kind of an introverted type of guy. He's not as outgoing, but he's very creative, and he's very spiritual, and he loves animals. He has dogs.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so you're going to meet him, like I said, February or March. If you want more of an in-depth tarot reading, I'm doing offering a tarot reading for $30 for 30 minutes if you want more of an in-depth reading. And I'm Shelly Hoffberg.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Shelly, thanks so much. All right, let's see. So we've got more questions we're getting to. Okay. All right, let's see. So I know that we've got new people asking questions. Thanks so much, Alexa, for getting us started. We have new questions from Pamela, Betsy T, Brittany, Leslie Ann Jones, Kendall Marie, and Shatis. And we might have new questions from some of the other people too. And we're going to try to get to as many as we can in the next 15, 20 minutes here. All right, so let's go back to Pamela. Pamela got in earlier. Pamela, did you want to come on screen and share? And this is Pamela Shook.
Sure.
Great.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I have recently felt the presence of my paternal grandparents. I really don't know much about them. My dad was an orphan. Both the parents died, obviously, before I was born. And I'm living in the town now where I think they lived. And just recently, in the last few days, I've just felt this strong sense that they want somehow to connect with me. I don't even know their names. So if anybody can catch a message from them, why they're drawing me to them, I'd like to know. Thanks.
Great. Thank you for your question. Sorry, my typing I wasn't muted there. Let's see. So I know, let's see, Alethea's got something to share, and then we'll see maybe our mediums do too. All right, Alethea, go ahead.
That is such an awesome experience. When people are in the ethereal form and just in energy, they like to come visit us. They like to check in on us. And so I am very excited to say that they want to be your guides. There's something they want to impart to you. And part of that is to create a connection with them. You don't have to have their pictures per se, but if you do have their pictures or an object that you create that represents them, and create an altar specifically for them, and create that as a focus with things that are important, objects that connect you with your family. Say like pretend if you're Irish descent, have something that is Irish or represents part of the spiritual tradition that's prominent in your family. Things that would relate to your family and any story that you know about your grandparents. So creating an ancestor grandparent altar is a good way to start and establish a connection with them. They really want to be your guides. It's very, very strong.
Thank you.
Yay for you. Yay, Pamela.
Great. Thank you so much, Alicia. Are there any other practitioners that want to share a little bit? Now, Amber, are there any questions you want to ask? Amber's a medium, so just checking in. All right. Yeah, Pamela, thanks for your question. That maybe is what we have for your question right now. All right. Let's see. So then we've got, and Amber may have something coming later. I just know sometimes Amber needs a question. Well, we'll see. All right. I want Amber to introduce herself too. So she's back in here. Amber, did you want to just introduce yourself right now? It might be a great time. See where you are.
Hey.
Yeah, great. Go ahead.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry about the technical issues I seem to always have. I don't know if it's my internet or what it is, but as long as you can hear me and I can see everything going on, so I'm glad to be here. The last practitioner that answered the question, she pretty much said exactly what needed to be said, and I kind of felt the same way about her grandparents' energy, and they want, she mentioned she was in the same town, maybe living, and I don't know if there's just part of them there, the history, or, but yeah, they definitely want to connect with her some way. And yeah, I'm Amber, and I'm an intuitive medium. I've only been doing this for about a year or so, but it's awesome. And every time I seem to connect or do a reading with somebody, it just seems to open up that much more. And I'm glad to be here, and hopefully I can make a few connections and do some healing tonight.
That's great. And I want to jump in and share too, that while you've been doing it professionally for a year, you've been doing it your whole life, right?
Well, exactly. I've always picked up energies. I've always been different, the oddball out. I'm an only child, so I did a lot of time on my own, and yeah, always been this, but I didn't realize I had the gifts of what I can do until about a year ago.
That's great. Thanks for introducing yourself. All right, great. And thanks for confirming what you shared earlier with the last person that asked. That was Pamela. All right, great. So let's see, next in line, and we've got another practitioner joining us too. So we'll have her introduce herself in just a few moments in between questions. So let's see, practitioners, let's get through as many of these as we can. So Betsy T, did you want to come on and ask your question?
Hi, thanks so much. After my husband passed away, I moved to a spot for what's best for my son, and my daughter was left in the other state, and I continued to work virtually up in the other state. Now my son's ready to move on, go on to college. And while I love where I currently live, my daughter's having a baby. I can make more money living back from where I moved from. I'm just torn because I'm not sure what the best thing is for me to do. I think I would be happy in both places, but I don't want to make a wrong move for the wrong reasons.
All right, practitioners. Anyone have something to share with Betsy? All right, Dr. Jem, go ahead.
Hi. Was that for me? Sorry, someone else.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't have my microphone on. I'm sorry. Am I to go?
Well, let's have Jenna just go right now, and then Dr. Jem will be next. Jenna, go ahead.
Okay, no problem.
So just a real quick answer anyway. I think you have the Three of Pentacles with the Fool reversed, which makes it seem like you want to probably stay where you're at and keep building on what you've started there. It doesn't look like a great time to move, and it looks like you also have the Magician card, which is I have a really fun deck that's kind of Halloween-y. That is this card of really manifesting and creating your best self. And so I love that you've moved for your kids. I think right now it's about being where you need to be for you. And so look into that and consider that as a major part of answering this question.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. All right, Dr. Jem, you're on.
Hi, Betsy. I'm Dr. Jem, and I work with microbe animal guides. So I'll have to send you personally an image of this when we're not on the intuitive panel, so that you can get the full gist of what this microbe does. But it's called a tube worm symbiont. So in order to tell you what its message is, I'm going to tell you real brief, easy, breezy science. So the tube worm symbiont is a microorganism that uses rocks to eat. And it's at the bottom of the ocean where it's really hot. And it actually lives inside a tube worm. And this tube worm has no anus and no mouth. It's completely evolved to depend on this symbiont, and the symbiont uses the tube worm to have a house. So there's more to this. It's very deep, wonderful lessons, and I want to share them with you. I'm happy to do that offline when we can talk more about this, and I can send you this. But the answer is you want to be where you can create heaven, where you are in symbiotic relationship with your loved ones, where they completely, I know it doesn't sound like psychologically sound right now, but I'll elaborate on it more. It's like sometimes we need each other, especially now. We need to have a symbiotic relationship. There's a story that the Tube Worm Symbiont blog post talks about, that story about where the angel shows a man heaven and hell. You've all heard it, that he takes the man first to a place where everyone's sitting at a dining table, right? And they're not eating because they're starving, even though there's this sumptuous feast, because their arms are tied, right? They're tied with splints, so they can't reach the spoon to the mouth. Then the angel takes him, and the man says, "What's going on?" He says, "This is hell," the angel tells him. Then he takes the man somewhere else, and everyone's in the same place. They're eating a sumptuous feast, but they're feeding each other across the table, even though their arms are still splinted. I can do more of explaining that if you haven't heard the story. And then the angel tells him, this is heaven. So it's about helping each other in times of need, helping each other feed people that need the help. So right now it means stay where you are needed the most, because you also are in a symbiotic relationship with your loved ones.
Okay.
Great, thank you so much for your answer. All right, we've got Amanda and then Wyatt.
Hi. While you were talking, I just really got the mental image of like a nice little house on a kind of suburban street with a chain link fence kind of almost in front of it, and roots growing down. And like, stay where you are. You have good foundations there, and you can grow them stronger.
Thank you.
And somehow, like, just a super happy, warm holiday scenario.
Thank you.
I don't know exactly how that plays into it, but that just came to me too somehow.
Nice.
Great, thank you. And then we've got Wyatt in line.
Hi, Betsy.
Hi.
So, as you know, I work with the wind. I would like you to pick a cardinal direction for me, please.
I would say west.
West? Okay. So west is the direction of endings. It is the direction right before you go through the wheel into the north. So this is a very personal fall-like ending that you are experiencing, which I think it is because of the your children moving out of the house, getting ready to go. You're wondering like, oh, do I need to move? Like, do I need to be happy with this? What's really interesting is the wind that I blew is Hole. And Hole is the Germanic wind, not the rune, excuse me, the wind. The Germanic wind of mystery, and it's reaping what you sow. It's really kind of interesting that reaping what you sow, and you chose the west because this is the harvest. So, what is going to come to you, so I'm just going to read a little bit. It says, when Hole blows in as a western wind, your patience may be tested. You will not be rewarded if your crop is disheveled. Hole prefers cleanliness and order, so don't be surprised if she challenges you. Yield to her wisdom, and she will lift you from chaos and restore peace and harmony in your life. What I'm really getting is that this disharmony that you are experiencing right now, one, it's a cycle. It's going to be temporary. This I need to go, like I don't want to be here because you're going to be maybe lonely, or this is something new. I mean, kids are a huge thing. Like they're take 18 to 20 years of your life, you just focusing on only them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a lot of reaping what you sow, as in you are about to plant the seeds that need to germinate throughout the winter. So this wind, this western wind of Hole, is going to come in and is going to help you harvest, is going to till the soil that you are going to start planting these new seeds. You're going to sow in the next coming year, but everything will start to settle down. Everything will start to feel normal again. You're going to reach a point through this cycle that you're going to settle down. It's going to be okay. Like everyone else, I'm getting, do not move. The wind is going to blow as the wind blows, and you're going to create your own heaven where you are. So it's going to be good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Great, thank you. All right. Let's see. So given that we have so many questions and so little time, and please take your questions to the practitioners in the breakout rooms. Let's see if we can have one answer per question and see how many of these we can get through. So we've got whoever's going to be able to jump in first. We've got Brittany, Leslie Ann Jones, Kendall Marie, Shatisse, Tiara. Who wants to unmute and ask their question? And we'll have one practitioner answer.
I will. Brittany.
Okay, great. Brittany, go ahead.
Hi. I have been struggling to kind of step into my power. Like, I know I have abilities and I would love to move into a spiritual career. I used to do readings at the psychic fairs like last year. But I have this resistance, this hang up, and I'm struggling to get out of it. If I could get any insight, that would be awesome.
Maybe can you just phrase the first part of your question again, just so it... Oh, maybe Alethea's got an answer. Let's just have Alethea jump in and answer it. Go ahead, Alethea.
Okay.
Alethea, do you see?
Yeah, I do. Here I am. Brittany, my dear, it's really important. And I'm so glad you've come to the point that you are needing to step into your power. Part of that is for you to personally own it. As soon as you own it and say, I am this is part of my capacity. This is what I'm going to do with my capacity. This is why I am here, and declare this for yourself. And your personal resonance will increase, and it will also attract those people who also want to be in resonance with you. It's like as soon as you claim your gifts, Missy, everyone will go, yeah, I want to know her. I want to know what she's got and what wisdom she has. And I want to know. It's so much of it is allowing our gifts to manifest through us. And actually, this is really some of my specialty. I work mostly with women who are shy of stepping into their power. And if you want to talk again later, I have a breakout room of authentic self and conditioned self. And this is like the juicy topic that we talk about. Okay. Congratulations on your awareness. That is like a big step right there.
Thank you.
Sorry, we're just doing one practitioner per answer right now. So thanks so much to other practitioners that want to jump in. We're just going to do one per question right now.
I just sent her a private chat message, that's all.
Okay, great. And so thank you. Thank you so much for your question. All right. That was Brittany, I think. Yeah. So we've got Leslie Ann Jones, Kendall Marie, Shatis, Tiara, and anyone else that asked the question if you're new and it's your first time. Who else wants to unmute and ask the question?
I guess I'll go.
Great, thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm a little plugged up. I'm recovering from a cold, but I am currently working and I love my job, but I have it's a very toxic work environment. I loved it when I first started, and now I know financially I can't really leave because I've got to be able to pay the bills, but at the same time, it's also my mental and physical health are at stake staying there as well. And based off of where I live, I can't particularly leave either. So it's just kind of a hard situation to be in on how do I protect myself and the people around me, but keeping myself like happy at work too. So I don't leave in tears every day almost.
Can I go?
Well, we're going to rotate around. So I just.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll send her a message in private chat.
Yeah, it's great. So if someone wanted to answer this question right here, one practitioner is welcome to answer it. I just want to rotate it around so it's different practitioners. So who wanted to share here? That's fine.
Oh, well, I wanted to share. I
haven't
said,
go ahead.
I haven't shared.
You can have this one. Go ahead.
Okay, this alerted me. This is Kendall Marie, right?
Yes.
I am an expert on toxic work environments and being trapped. And I do microbe readings. I'm happy to offer you a free one today at the fair, a discounted one, but I wanted to chime in because I've had to deal with this on a personal level, and I have a very powerful way of dealing with it because I know right now financially you can't leave, but you need to protect yourself. And the powerful way I have of dealing with it is shamanic journey. I can help you. I'm a shamanic journey facilitator as well, and that's on my website. And if you wish, I can talk to you more about that, but I would help you go to the middle world to talk to the heart spirit of the toxic employer or coworker so that you can mellow things out a little bit while you do a job search. And that's what I had to share with you.
I would love that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thanks so much for your question. Sorry, we don't have more that can answer. And I think actually we should just start moving to the next phase. So everyone, what we've done is we just did the intuitive panel where several practitioners have been answering questions from you, from the audience. And we're now going to be moving to the second stage of our event. And if you know what practitioner you want to go see, please go ahead and put it in the chat now. We'll put more information in the chat in a moment. We're going to be moving to breakout rooms. So for the next 3 hours, all of the practitioners are going to be in their own breakout rooms, and they're all labeled with their names. They have their public breakout room, which you're welcome to go in and out of throughout the entire fair. There's a whole set of talks that are scheduled, and so you might want to go attend some of the talks. Practitioners also have private session rooms set up, so you're able to do private sessions with any of the practitioners. And I think someone is going to be doing a private group event in one of the breakout rooms too, although maybe that's for November 14th event. Let's see. So some of you that have done this before, you know, right? So to give us the information, and we've been taking notes on what your requests have been. And let's see if one of my assistants, if you could put the list again in the chat of the numbered breakout rooms that I had, that would be great. If you know where you want to go. And we're going to start moving you. So, and if you have updated Zoom, you can move yourself now. You don't need us. Just please don't go in the private rooms unless you've arranged with a practitioner already to go in there. and then feel free to move around to other places. We're going to have one room that's going to have the schedule posted in it. So it's just called MeWe Fair Schedule or something like that. It should be at the top of your list, and you're welcome to go there anytime to look at the schedule. You can also go to jointhefair.com on a browser and see the schedule. That'll give you the talks and also information on all the practitioners. All of our contact information is all there, so you're welcome to reach out to us. Please schedule sessions with us to do tonight or to do another time. That's what supports us to have these free events. All right, great. And I'm going to start helping write people in. And I think, Anissa, you can open the rooms now. Oh, by the way, one more quick thing. We do a drawing of a free 30-minute session where you get to choose which practitioner of all of us you want to do it with. If you fill out our feedback form, let me go put that in the chat right now. Sometime before you leave, if you could please give us feedback on the event, that would be great. Then you'll also get to be on email lists and hear from all of us and know all that we have going on. All right, and we'll give you that information later tonight too. And you can go from room to room on your own. If you can't do it on your own, come back into the main room at any point and we will help move you around. All right, have fun, everybody. We're at MeWeFairs.com. All right, great. And I'm not going to be going to my breakout room now. All right, sweet. All right, I'm going to, Gio, I don't know if you've been helping write in the list where everyone goes, but we're both going to be writing. Oh, yes, Gio is on it. So Gio and Anissa are helping with admin. If we have any trouble, if you have tech trouble at any point, we might go into a separate tech room with you too. I'm going to just go share my screen so that you can all see the schedule in the schedule room also. So I'll be right back. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here. This is so exciting. And for those of you that are here for the first time, we are happy to explain more about what's going on. It'll be just a moment. Oh, and I forgot to have Julie introduce herself. Julie, if you want to jump in right now and introduce yourself, that would be great. For the people that are still here, if Julie is still here. Julie may have gone to her room. Let me tell you about Julie. So Julie does health coaching. She's probably giving a talk later too. Let me go see. She is giving, where is it? She is, do you need to detox your body and at 5:30 p.m. So that's coming up soon. And we'll be announcing talks throughout the fair. So even when you're in breakout rooms, you will have a chance to know what's going on and know if you want to go to another breakout room. I encourage you to bounce around and see different people. It's a great opportunity to connect deeply with practitioners. All right. Oh, so many requests. All right. This is why we need lots of admin help. There's so much going on here. All right. I haven't put the schedule up yet. I'll be going to share my screen and I will be right back in just a second.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. If you feel comfortable moving yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. If you're on a desktop computer, the breakout room icon should be at the bottom, and then you just select which room you would like to join. If you're on a Mac, you'll notice that you can select the breakout room icon. There'll be like little numbers on the side of the room. If you select on those numbers, you should be able to join the selected room you'd like to go to. Otherwise, if you can just hold tight, we'll make sure that we can help you get where you'd like to go.
Hi,
and
I'm back.
Invites should start popping up onto your screen. If they haven't already, again, I just appreciate your patience.
Yeah, and anyone that isn't easily able to write in the chat where you want to go, feel free to unmute and tell us where you want to go. And I'll get that written in and we'll help move you around.
Can I get into Galactic Ashley's?
Was that Pauline?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Pauline, that invite has been sent.
Thank you.
Great. And it's different if you're on a computer or on a phone. If you're on a phone, tap your phone and that's how you can see the breakout rooms. Just click the words on your phone about the breakout rooms and that's how you can get there. And if you're on a computer, if you don't get a message right on your screen, just click the breakout rooms symbol on the bottom of your screen and then you can get into your rooms. All right, go ahead, anyone else, unmute and let us know where you want to go. I don't know what we've written down, what we haven't, so I don't know where to start. So Gio or Anissa, feel free to tell me what to do. And Susan, if you had a question, Susan, you can unmute and ask if you want. Susan, I still can't hear you. Can you unmute? Great. What's your question? Or what do you?
We're doing breakout rooms.
The practitioners are going to be in breakout rooms, and so they'll be answering. They'll be offering talks, answering questions about their work. All that's going to be happening.
Is the soul reading girl still there?
Soul
From the
reading?
last.
Oh, there's so, let's see, which one is that? Shanur? No, who describes their work that way?
That might be Lori Soul Path. If so, she's not here tonight. Is that?
I do soul readings, but not soul path readings in the same way. And if everything calms down, I'll have to go to my breakout room.
I'm gonna go back on, see if I can get on the schedule or see that schedule, and I'll come back.
Okay, great. And if you go into, actually, we can put you in the schedule breakout room. Do you want to experiment with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you put it, Susan, in the schedule breakout room?
That invite's been sent.
Yeah, so
Join.
touch your phone, touch your great. She's heading over.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so if you know where you want to go, Sabrina, did you know where you want to go?
I do. I'm just trying to get back there. I was there once, and
So if are you on a phone? Oh, she's back. All right. And let's see, Shelly, were you able to get to your breakout room?
I like to stay in the main room.
Okay. Yeah, you can stay here right
People
now.
usually don't come into the breakout room.
It's great. Yeah, does anyone here know where you want to go? We've got a talk starting. Oh, let's see, Anissa, we should announce a talk. We did it. We did this by 5:15. This is exciting. We got it done. I know we're not finished yet. And the recording's still on. So let's see, I'm just going to say for the recording, we've got so many different talks happening. We've got 15.
Hi, can you hear me?
We're at MeWeFairs.com. Come join us.